Welcome back to my channel, and if you're a first time visitor to this channel, I want to crave your indulgence to please subscribe to this channel and also like this video. You can also share the video with your friends and family that are mathematics enthusiasts. Now, without wasting much of your time, we are going to be solving the question that you can see on your screen, and this question is actually on the binary operation. And it's not for me to introduce binary operation to you. It's just for us to solve that question that you can see. Now, the first thing you need to know is that we have x operating on y. This is actually the way the operation was defined. One thing about binary operation is that you don't need to know anything. The formula, everything you need is in there in the question. Just for you to just apply what you have in the question to solve the question that you are given. Now, this is the way the operation is defined. X is actually, it can be anything. It can be 2, it can be 3, it can be 4, it can be 5. Y likewise can be anything. At the same time, it can also be a variable. So the operation that we're given states that if X operates on Y, then you should be able to interpret it as square root of xy. Now this, the way it is now, we can actually use that to solve the question. We have to solve is this: x operating on 2 operating on 8 equals to 6. And don't forget, law of Bodmer states that anything we have in the bracket we should evaluate first. So we need to get the value of this operation in the bracket. And if we want to do that, we have 2 operating on 8. If I were you, all I would do is I need to compare this with the original operation that we were given. So it implies that you can say x equals to 2 and y equals to 8. So you can now substitute x equals 2 and y equals 8 in the other side. So this now gives us square root of 2 multiplied by 8. Because in the first place, we were told that x operating on y is same thing as square root of xy. That's the way the operation was defined. So if you simplify this further, this will give you square root of 16, and this will give you 4 when you find the square root. Of course, we are not interested in negative value, so we just make do with the positive value. So that will give us 4. So then we can say that x operating on 2 operating on 8 is same thing as x operating on. Of course, we've been able to deduce that this is same thing as 4 based on the given operation. So this is same thing as x operating on 4. So then we can proceed further and say that, and you also need to recall that x operating on y is being interpreted as xy. So if you now want to solve x operating on 4, this will automatically give you, anywhere you see, if you compare this with this, x represent x and y represent 4. So this in turn will give us x multiplied by 4. And from the question, we were given that x operating on 2 operating on 8 equals to 6. So now that we've been able to simplify this, and we know that x operating on 2 operating on 8 is the same thing as square root of 4x. So this will be equals to 6. So let's take the square of both sides. If you take the square of both sides, we have 4x equals to 6 squared. Then we can say that 4x equals to 36. So let's divide both sides by 4. Divide both sides by 4. Then we can say that x equals to 9. And that's the answer. So I believe that is quite explanatory. So that will be all for now. Please do well to give back to the channel by liking this video and also subscribe to the channel. Thank you very much, and I will see you in the next lesson.